What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Another day of World Cup action has come and gone. A lot of action today and no 0-0 draws, which has made it very eventful and very entertaining. We started off with Brazil and a great game this morning, followed up by, oh my gosh, and I'm spacing already.
What a great start, Cole.
What a great start. Anyway, we've had some awesome World Cup action.
Nigeria, Iceland.
Nigeria, Iceland, and we finished up with Serbia versus Switzerland. We've had some awesome action. We're going to recap all of that and more, as well as take a look at some of the product that stood out on field. And of course, we will have a giveaway, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end for that password. This is SOCCER.COM Live. Hello and welcome to the SOCCER.COM Live studio. I'm Cole here with Adam and Martin. I obviously have not gotten off to the greatest start of the show that we've had so far.
It's all uphill from here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it can only go uphill. Excuse the mumbling and bumbling. But we have to start talking about the first game of the day, Brazil versus Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I will just put my opinion out there. The Brazil we've seen in the tournament is much different than the one I was expecting to see. I took what I saw from some of their friendlies, what I saw from some of their qualifiers, where they're just this unbelievably dominant team. And they kind of haven't given me that thought so far. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the teams have been setting up with the mindset to stop them. And they've managed so far to get a draw and a win, and they'll probably progress from the group. And then when they get into the latter stages, they'll play against teams that will be willing to attack them. And then I think we'll see the full kind of Brazilian firepower that they have on the wings, through the middle, really come to the fore. And I would expect their play to become less kind of stolid, they'll be more flowing when they have given more space by teams willing to push them a bit more.
You often see when you have big teams like Brazil facing off against smaller nations or maybe less accomplished nations like Costa Rica, you'll see the smaller nation or the less accomplished team sit back, try to frustrate the superpower that is Brazil. And you see it in club ball too, but when Brazil starts advancing past the group stage into the late knockout stages, some of the big teams like Spain, Portugal, some of those other teams are not necessarily going to be super defensive and try to stop Brazil, but they'll rather play their own game. And I think that's when you'll see Brazil step up their level a little bit, because they'll have this space to create, Neymar. They love to have at least a little bit of space to be creative, and that's when we see Brazil at their best, when they're scoring tons of goals, when they're just feeling themselves.
That's a very good shout. And of course, we did see Neymar get his World Cup account underway this morning. Very emotional after the game. I know weight of a nation on your shoulders probably has to have a lot of pressure on you. But Brazil did win. They're sitting tied atop of their group right now, I believe. And their final game is still yet to come, so it's rounding out to be a nice kind of round 3 of group stage games. The middle game of the day, Nigeria versus Iceland. I know Argentina has been probably watching that game very closely after their result yesterday. Nigeria taking the win 2-0 versus Iceland. Kind of a little different setup for Iceland than what we saw against Argentina. What did you guys take away from that game today?
I thought Nigeria were fantastic. Especially there was a 2-minute phase of the game, or after the first goal, where where I didn't know that those I would have thought it was last year inside. Like, they were very, very good at combining through the midfield, getting the ball forward and playing their game, and then getting chances. And especially when you have a guy like Victor Moses who can serve balls in like he can. You have guys like Iheanacho, and then of course Ahmed Musa, who finished exquisitely twice. That first goal was amazing when he took that to control the ball like that it's
insanely difficult,
near impossible.
Yes. So
if they can keep playing like this, which is a big if, against Argentina, I think Argentina might be in trouble if they play the same way that they did yesterday.
Yeah, that goal, if you haven't seen it, by the way, head to our Twitter. We shared the Fox Soccer video of that goal. It is stunning control and then finish. Talking about Nigeria for a second, we've seen some pretty impressive performances from Senegal, from Nigeria, Morocco. Despite results, have had some good performances. Like, who's been the African team that's impressed you guys most so far?
Well, we've only seen the one game from Senegal, but for me, it's got to be Nigeria, especially the way they played today. They were passing the ball. They were imposing their will on their opponent, and I think Senegal is a team where they are a team. They played the style of their opponent and adapt that, and I think Nigeria is definitely a team that plays their own game and is successful. And I think that's a good thing for them.
Yeah, I think Nigeria probably stood out a little more than Senegal, just in the sense that, I mean, they have a few more attacking options. When you look at Senegal, I mean, you know Sadio Mane, you know maybe one or two. But when you look at Nigeria, it's just you like, all right, I'm comfortable if you're on the front of me. So it was a great day. They ended up taking home another 3 points. I know they're sitting close to the top of their group right now.
Another missed penalty, though.
It was, yes, another missed penalty. Quite,
especially from Gylfi Sigurdsson.
It's just
really
surprising in a World Cup, especially because you have so many quality players. You wouldn't expect a penalty to go miss like that. But moving on to the last game of the day, we had Serbia versus Switzerland, and I'm going to be honest, it looked like Serbia was going to run away with that game pretty early.
Yeah, they had a couple really good chances at the beginning that probably should have been finished off, or at least put on target. But then in the second half, it was a completely different game, especially when Switzerland scored almost immediately with that absolute rocket from Granit Xhaka. And then after that, I didn't see much from Serbia that really convinced me that they were going to go out and win the game. Shaqiri was vintage performance from Shaqiri. I haven't seen him play like that in a while, and it was great to see because I love watching Xherdan Shaqiri when he's on top form.
Can he do it on a cold Tuesday night in Stoke, though?
He can do it on a cold Thursday night in, where were they, Volgograd? So it was interesting to see. I think they're definitely a dangerous team and one of those dark horses if they can get out of the group stage, because they can pull off a one-game shocker against a big nation.
Mm-hmm. I will say, one of the things I did like today from the Serbia-Switzerland game was Shaqiri's ability not to just stay isolated on one side of the field. Too many times you see a player that gets put on like the right wing or as a right forward. They get sucked to that side and they stay there. Shaqiri's goal came because he ran across the field, across the back line. And it's something that it's very unique, kind of like what you're saying. It's when Shaqiri is Shaqiri, when he feels the freedom to kind of roam around that top line and get the ball into those spaces. And we saw today he was creating very well. And I mean, in my mind, you could make a shot for him to be man of the match.
Oh, definitely.
Just because he had so much ability to create the space, open up the space, find the space, and then play from there.
We are getting some great questions in, by the way, and comments on the day's action and some of the upcoming games. So keep those coming, and we'll answer or comment on, shout out some of the best ones later on in the show.
That's right, but this has finished up our recap for today's game. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you guys with my favorite, the goal tracker.
He saw an opening in the defence and achieved the hat-trick. It's one of the tournament's great goals. And this man is rampant now. He might have just won the cup for Germany.
Hello and welcome back to SOCCER.COM Live. I am here next to the goal tracker, and of course, sitting on top, running away with the whole thing, rather incredibly so, is the Nike Mercurial line. Incredible amount of goals. I believe there are 26 today, 28 goals so far for the Mercurial silo. Incredible numbers. Sitting in second place with 7 is the Adidas Predator. And third place with, I believe, 5 or 6 goals is the Adidas X. And then below them is the Hypervenom and Puma 1. And then sitting on our bottom row with 1 goal apiece is the Nike Tiempo, Puma Future, and Nike Magista. It is still impressive that Merc is running away with it as much as they have.
So I think I was actually wrong. So 29, I think, is the tally now.
That's
for
right,
Mercurial.
Yeah,
Shaqiri's goal. So
I will say, outside of Xhaka's goal today, every goal that was scored today was Nike Merc.
Right.
So again, just emphasizing the fact that incredible goal scoring abilities there. Talking about footwear though, we do actually have a great promo going on right now. Using the code, plus 20 gets you an extra 20% off footwear. If you're a Gold Club member, that's 20% off on top of your 10% you get for being a Gold Club member. If you guys aren't a Gold Club member, I highly recommend it. Great deals, 10% off everything on site. But for right now, the plus 20 footwear code, anybody can use it. Highly recommend going online. We have some great deals going right now from everything from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Under Armour. There's a lot of great deals that you guys can find. So go check it out right now, plus 20. On top of that, we have the World Cup official match ball, the Telstar. Is up to 30% off right now, but with another code called WCBall20, gets you an extra 20% off those as well. That puts the match ball right around $96. Basically a deal you can't really find anywhere else. Fantastic ball. I love playing with it. It's got a great touch, great shot on it. Plus, it's front and center of every single game. And the match ball customization will be coming soon to our site again. So make sure. But we did have some great stuff on field today, and as I mentioned earlier, the only goal scored today, not in Merc, was by Shaqiri.
No, Xhaka.
Sorry, Xhaka. Same team. But we do actually have the boots that Xhaka wears right here, the Under Armour Magnetico. Fantastic boot. I know I've worn them once or twice. I think, Adam, you've worn them once. Yep. It's very, very impressive that Under Armour's
just the
gone
feel
this.
of it,
Yeah.
the upper. Can you describe to those people watching who haven't actually held that or worn it what the upper is like?
Let's see if this works. There's nothing in this boot. As you can see, it has no structure to the upper at all, which basically means you need the right fit or it's going to not be fun wearing it. But the no structure to the upper means that it takes the fit of your foot. So it does have a little bit of stretch to it, which is really nice, but it is basically almost like a custom molded upper for your foot. And I mean, the closest thing that I can relate this to is maybe some of the old Mercurial Vapors that Nike used to make with Under Armour logos on it. I mean, it's extremely lightweight. It's very thin upper on your foot. Great touch on the ball. It's extremely comfortable. It's a very, very underrated boot on the market.
Yeah. And that sole plate as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We've seen some pretty shiny, flashy sole plates recently from shoe manufacturers, and a lot of them on show at the World Cup, and this one's no different, really. I mean,
I think it's just a classic with the chrome.
Yeah.
I think it's just a classic. You can't go wrong with it.
When you show the defender your heels, your soles, you just want to blind them,
because
right?
I'm sure that's what Xhaka is doing all the time.
Sure,
right?
I'm sure.
Beating people one-on-one.
The other thing that really stood out today, of course, was my Panini album. As a joke for today. Actually, we do have a sale going on some of our Panini items right now. World Cup accessories. Buy two, get one free with the code ONEFREE. Got a lot of different stuff there. Some scarves, some Panini albums. You have, this mini World Cup trophy. Wow, that's actually quite heavy.
If you're going to stock up on World Cup accessories, it's day 9. Now's the time, right?
Might as well,
if you
yeah.
are getting it for yourself at home, the albums, the stickers, all that good stuff, you better get it now. And otherwise, it's going to be too late.
I was going to say, Panini's already on sale, so not only is Panini already on sale, but now you get a buy two, get one free. Plus, you get a few packs in your shipment as well. So, if you're a Panini collector, I think now's the time.
Now's the time.
We're going to do some questions, Cole.
Let's do some questions right now.
Do you want to do some questions?
I'd like to do some questions.
Okay,
right
well, this one just came in from Maggie S. And she asks, what country do you all support?
So
I don't know if it's really obvious from our jerseys. We kind of change jerseys every
we have
show,
to rotate
really.
Every show, yeah.
I'm English, so I support England. That's easy.
I'm American, so I'm supporting Poland this World Cup.
Because you have some Polish heritage. Yeah, that's good.
Fair enough. I'm in support of good soccer. That's fine. I'll take the booze. I want an entertaining World Cup. There are a few that I would like to see win. Obviously, I'd like to see Germany repeat. I enjoy watching them play. France, Spain. I want good games.
No England, Cole? I know you're a big fan of Man
never
United,
really
the Premier League. Come
David
on,
Beckham.
Jesse Lingard.
Oh.
You don't want to see him lift the World Cup trophy?
This is what I get every day of my life here.
All right.
But yes, I'll throw England in there as well.
Moving on, let's have some other questions here. We've got a question from Frankie Garcia. Can Argentina bounce back? It's going to be a tough ask for them, but they got the right result today with the Nigeria win. Now they just have to go out, beat Nigeria, and also, what do they need? They need some help.
At least 2 goals and Iceland loss.
All I will say is we saw what happened the last game of qualifying for Argentina. I know it's not great to look back at that, but we saw what happened. If that is any indication, I think we can expect Messi to hopefully rise to the occasion. If he does, and hopefully that Argentine coach just takes his head out of the place where it doesn't shine sun, or the sun don't shine, and is able to put a quality team on the field, and if that happens, I mean, we might see them move on.
We've got a question from Joe Schwartz here, actually. Our friend Joe Schwartz.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Why do we see so many players wearing boots with laces when laceless technology is available? What do you think
they're not young.
They're not. No,
they're not young.
But laces are still the preference for a lot of players. And why do you think that is for a lot of professional players?
No boot is ever going to be perfect. Even boots with laces are not going to be perfect. And that's the same thing with laceless boots. And some players prefer to have that extra level of lockdown. Laceless boots work on the basis of compression. So it offers a compressive fit around your foot, and that's how it adds the lockdown side to side, some of that stability. Whereas with laces on a boot, you don't have to have that compression fit. You don't have to have stability built into the boot because the laces offer that. And so it's something that the laces might offer slightly more personalized fit, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be a personal preference type thing.
That's a pretty good answer there, Cole. Fortunately for you all, SOCCER.com offers both laceless and lace shoes, so you can check those all out at SOCCER.com right now.
You can keep up with us on SOCCER.com FC and see which ones we wear this weekend.
Yeah.
Shameless plug there. Yeah. Any other questions we have, Martin?
Well, one just came in from Brandon Tolliver. He asks, how far do you think Portugal will be able to go in the tournament? Very impressive performance so far from Cristiano Ronaldo with 4 goals. Looked like really the player of the tournament so far. Can he lead them to the trophy?
Yeah, no.
No?
No, I don't.
That was a very quick no there from
Soccer is different than other sports where you can't just have one superstar carry you. Like we see
LeBron.
Right. Well, we see in basketball with LeBron James, he can carry a team as bad as the Cleveland Cavaliers to the finals. With soccer, I mean, we've seen it with Argentina so far. Argentina, other than Messi, have been absolutely dreadful. And even Messi hasn't been playing well. But even if he was playing well, I'm not sure it really makes a difference. So when you have Portugal, yes, Cristiano Ronaldo is scoring. Yes, they're giving him the ball. But I think if they ran into top, and I think they can go deep in the tournament, I just think when they run into top competition, they're going to struggle to win.
The farthest I see them getting is the semifinals. If they make it to the semifinals,
that's pretty far. Once you get there, anything can happen.
If they make it there, I will be very surprised. But being, we'll just say, the furthest I will ever see them go is the semifinals. Yeah. I do not think they will ever reach the finals. But we do actually have to move on, though, to one of the, I know, one of the other great products we saw on field today, which I wanted to talk about because I thought they looked good, was the Brazil kits.
Yeah, the Brazil kits, all in blue today. Traditionally, they've worn white shorts often with their blue jerseys, but they wore all blue jerseys, shorts, and socks, and it looked pretty great. I don't know if you guys saw Gabriel Jesus, who was also rocking the blue at 50s.
Yeah, that looked good.
The X's. Sorry, the X's.
Well, close to one of the
I live in a world like I lived like 15 years ago in most things. Yeah, I mean, fantastic looking jersey. Here's the home as well.
I love the subtle print on the blue ones as well, like that subtle kind of geometric pattern. Yeah. Plus, I mean, Nike. I'm wearing the Authentic right here. The Vapor kit. I just love the Vapor kit. It's extremely lightweight, very soft. I mean, it's probably one of the best fitting kits I think out there. But
wink, wink. There may be an opportunity to win one coming up soon.
Oh, there might be. Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. We're very good at surprises. Anyway, we are actually going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with you guys with some more from SOCCER.com Live. everybody, and welcome back to Soccer.com Live. Cole here with Adam and Martin, running through another day of glorious World Cup action. Now it is time for the best of social from the day, and we're actually going to start with some Opta Joe. With a stat from this last game here. The last recorded goal, I believe it was the latest goal scored in World Cup action, I believe since 1966. It was a goal scored.
That was a good year.
Yeah, 97th minute. The exact time was 96:49. Latest recorded 90th minute goal in World Cup history. So props there to Brazil. Moving on, we have a Copa 90 US post. This one from Argentina with the sign reading "Gracias Nigeria, vamos Argentina." Thanks Nigeria, let's go Argentina. And I think it's safe to say that they had two countries rooting for them today in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. Next Tuesday, if you are an Argentina fan, obviously, or have any interest in Messi and his fortunes whatsoever, get your alarm set for that day because it's going to be massive.
This next one we had from Gary Lineker actually was saying... I know.
England legend.
There you go. 26 games so far this World Cup with a goal. There are absolutely no 0-0 draws. The last time that happened was 1954. That was basically when it was just a knockout tournament. You showed up, you played. If you lost, you went home. So obviously times are changing. We're pretty thankful for that. We now get a month-long worth of action. And now we get a lot more goals as well.
Yeah.
So props there. And this last one I believe we had from FIFA, their actual site as well. Adam, I'm going to let you take that one.
Yeah, it's just an interesting stat that Granit Xhaka is the only player who has ever scored in a World Cup with a last name beginning with X. So I don't know a lot of people with the last name beginning with X, but I still think it's pretty interesting that, almost, 80 something years later, we have a first X goal scorer.
Alrighty, there we go, and that pretty much recaps the best of social from what we found of the day. If you guys have found anything good, make sure you guys send those to us through social media. SOCCER.COM, you guys can find us, follow us, enjoy awesome content. I'll apologize in advance. You might see my face on there every now and then, same with Adam. So we're pretty fun people. You might like hanging out with us time to time. But let's see, do we want to do the questions or do we want to do giveaway?
Well, we've already done some questions, but we can do...
Let's just go straight to giveaway. We'll do some questions after the giveaway.
Give the people what they
We'll give you guys what you want.
All right.
Martin,
Yes, Cole.
what do you want to give away today?
Well, today I thought in honor of Brazil's win today and Neymar's first goal of the tournament, let's give away, you're very Brazilian themed today, let's give away a Brazil jersey.
Am I giving away the shirt off my back?
Not that one, no.
What about this one?
Well, not that one either, but if you win the giveaway, we'll order you we'll give you a jersey from Soccer.com. It won't have to be that particular jersey. It could be in your size. But here, you can choose a home jersey or you can choose an away jersey, and all you need to do is
have this passcode of 5-star. Make sure you guys go to Soccer.com/Brazil. Enter the passcode 5-star. That is one word, 2 words.
Probably you can put it in either way. It will work. It will take it. 5-star for the 5 stars.
That's right. So go to Soccer.com/Brazil with the passcode 5-star. You could be entered to win a Brazil jersey. I mean, I might go enter myself.
Cole, you've already got a Brazil jersey on.
I already have a Brazil jersey.
How many do you need?
All right. Well, I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
You can never
You're
have
collecting
enough.
stuff.
Fine.
You're collecting stuff. Okay, well, I actually do want to answer 1 or 2 more questions here before we sign off for the day.
All right.
Go on, then.
I actually saw one on here again by Maggie S. Do you think players prefer sock boots or not?
I think really it goes down to personal preference.
I think it does too.
We've said this before, right? I mean, it's just, it's your choice. I actually like them, personally.
I like them sometimes, depending on the silo, and other times I want something that's a little bit more traditional, so it really just depends.
I mean, I grew up wearing low-cut boots for my entire life, and so it seems natural for me to like low-cut boots more, and so typically I do. That's what I think we've seen recently. That's why a lot of brands have started going to the mid-cut rather than that high-cut, because it adds, you still get the seamless fit, but you don't get that super restrictive feel. So there you go. Let's see, what else you guys got for us today? Who will Brazil face in the round of 16? Germany, Mexico, other. Are there any hopes for you guys?
I think, unfortunately for Mexico fans, or fortunately, if you think you can beat Brazil, I think they're going to probably face Brazil. I don't know if I see Mexico winning the group. Just going to say it.
Well, I
don't know. You're repping today.
I'm repping today. Do you know why I'm repping today, Cole? Do you know why I'm repping today?
Because didn't they play tomorrow?
They do play tomorrow. And you know what happened the last time I wore this jersey on the show?
I remember. The last time
I believe they won the next day.
That's right.
So this is a bit. I say this jersey is available on SOCCER.COM. I took a retro jersey.
And for those of you Mexico fans out there that want Mexico to win, if they do win tomorrow, you can thank Martin because he's basically setting the stage today.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So, I was bullish on Mexico going into their first game against Germany, when not a lot of people expected them to do well. I will say that even if they play Brazil in the round of 16, I think that they could give Brazil a really good game and possibly win.
I think that
nothing to be afraid of. Why be afraid?
There we go. I think that's a take we might need to just wrap up on. Why be afraid?
Why?
Could end up happening Mexico-Brazil. Of course, we do have action tomorrow with Mexico, again, making their second debut in the FIFA World Cup for 2018. Make sure you guys tune into that tomorrow. Interact with us on social media. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you guys are thinking of the day's games. And, of course, make sure you guys tune in to SOCCER.COM live tomorrow. Interact with us. Ask us questions. We enjoy it. We like you guys. You guys are fun. Anyway, that's all we have for you guys today. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, and we will see you again tomorrow. See you guys later.